Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to establish the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out wide right, it's Hunter. Still on his feet at the 45. Snags it, and there's running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. It's complete to the left.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Huskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. A designed run for the quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Deep in the end zone, it's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Reed. Working that left side now. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using his legs, it's Owens. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of a you know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's running free down the middle. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the return, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, it's Owens. He's got the first down. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Takes the handoff. It's Owens. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's Reed to throw. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Right side, it's Horton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The give to the single back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Selling the fake. Rush is on. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Throwing Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Aggies. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Pass to Six. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion direction of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Owens. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still looking to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Reed. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. He's going to take off. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Calandria. Shoots it to the left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here. Make it look like a little bit of run. Slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast. Slip it to them. Try to make a...
Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Got his man. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Play action with Reed.
But how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Keeps it on the ground. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Looking for a huge play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The handoff. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker, and how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the... Get it back. Gets a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
Sweet. Here we go. Ready? Right. Go.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Rolls right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Ready, go.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
On the delay, it's Owens. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Ready. 180. Bigger.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback changing the play. To the back. Got some green grass. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The give to the left side. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
To the air, it's Calandria. Escapes the pressure going right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Burrowing for yardage. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this.
Snags it! Touchdown, Husker! And the stomping has commenced. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Reed. Out wide left, it's Craver.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the look.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Hit as he throws. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose on the right. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Past the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need a bunch on second down. They give it to him again. Just smothered on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Fires on the move. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Down he goes.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But
now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a